Welcome back to On the Record. We're still here at the Enable Summit, and I'm here with David Paulsen, who is Elite MSP partner. What makes you an Elite partner?
Well, we're an MSP up in Toronto, and we've been with Enable for 4 years, and it's just through I think the volume of work that we've done with Enable and the services we've delivered to our clients, so we have the Elite status.
Toronto, where the heck is that?
It is up in the Great White North.
Since we just met, I'm from Toronto too.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, why do you want to be a managed service provider?
I think there's a need in the market for full service provision of IT services, but a lot of small and mid-sized organizations just can't afford to bring all those skill sets they need today.
So were you for lack of a better term, a box pusher before you did this?
I think the term that's commonly used is break and fix. That was the genesis of the business, but we quickly understood there was a broader need for a comprehensive suite of services, but delivered at a much lower and more effective price than having in-house as an IT alternative.
Are you finding that you're picking up a lot of new clients because of offering managed services?
I think what we're trying to do is convey the message still. I don't think a lot of organizations still understand that the alternative exists. So we are still helping them understand that by having a monthly service arrangement with us, it's like having an IT department. So there's a lot of education that's still going on.
With your existing clients that you had from before, have you transferred most of them?
Well, they've all transferred over.
All of them?
Yeah. Well, we only have one client left that's break and fix, and it's a very small client, and so it's not really a big issue for us. But our goal is to transfer everybody over to the MSP model. It's what our process is being built on now, and it's what our business model is.
So there's less than 20% of all the VARs or all of the channel partners in Canada and US who've made that transition to MSPs. What would you say to those the other 80 plus, 85% who have not made the transition?
Well, I mean, it's just a lot of work to do time and materials, and it's harder to quantify your revenues. From a business perspective, I like to have known quantity around what our revenues are going to be. So managed services, we set a monthly fee for the work that we do, and when you are strictly time and materials, it's a lot sort of more variable and risky in terms of revenue stream.
And with the prices of technology going down, plus the margins going down, as a managed service provider, you can actually make a living and also enjoy that living because you're not running to every fire every minute.
Yes, and we're also doing a lot of work remotely, so we're not even running to a lot of the fires. We're connecting using the tools that are available.
To me, it makes no sense at all, unless if you're somebody like who's selling hundreds of millions of dollars worth of hardware. That's a different model. But for the people who are in your position, I can't figure out why they don't do it.
Well,
other than fear.
You cannot get out of the hardware business. We didn't want to be in the hardware business, but the clients, once they get the sense of what managed services are, they just want to pick up the phone and have their solution. And so we do find that we have to support and sell hardware, and we build it into the services that we provide them.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think a pure play ever is going to come around, because at some point they're going to need a piece of hardware, and if you're not going to sell it to them, you're opening the door for your competitor.
Yeah, someone else is going to take care of it, but we like to provide the hardware just to keep the other vendor out of the account, but not because we're so keen to sell the hardware.
So making $4 after 2 weeks of trying to sell somebody a printer,
and then they do a return, and then all the time.
And they want you to put your old one back up and put it together.
Yeah, and if they do, we actually encourage them, if they want to go and buy their own hardware, we set guidelines so that when we have to provide the support, there are some boundaries within which we like to see them buy their hardware. So
makes sense, a lot of sense. It's just, for you it doesn't make sense. It makes dollars, and a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you.